Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Megan and Dave Untitled podcast for episode 14. I'm your host, Megan. That's Dave. Hi. Okay. The reason why I whistled like that is what a week for wrestling. No. Apparently, this was a big topic on social media this week, and to be fair, it's still going to be a big topic till God knows when. So I'm just uh, okay. So obviously, you, last week I said something where I hope Sasha Banks gets help some type of thing she needs just to relax, cool down, and so forth. Apparently, that's not the case, and I don't use apparently that often because a lot of things happen. Uh, there was what? Okay, so as of last week's recording, we did not know. We didn't yell breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, so forth, so forth, so forth. It was going down. There was a lot of stuff going down regarding what happened with Sasha Banks in WrestleMania, and there's one thing you don't do, and that's cause a scene at the biggest show of the year, having a verbal a breakdown and yelling at people. It was just a mess. Very, very and a lot of reports are going out. Well, one report said that her and Bailey were protesting in the locker room and on the floor. Another one said that she actually smacked someone in the mouth. Another report said that she's too much of a mark for wrestling. It was just all over the place, and that she was up. To this day, as this podcast and re-recording, it's still a mess. We don't know what exactly is going on here. Thing is, what happened?
Please excuse me. I just looked at the program and just realized I was still muted.
God damn, son.
We keep going.
Okay. So as Dave was muted,
I didn't say anything important anyway.
Okay. So as Dave was muted, guys, so little hiccup there. I was talking.
Hello again.
So it seems like this was just a messy week for wrestling and then Sasha Banks. So what are your thoughts on this, Dave?
I honestly don't know what to believe, really, because it's easy to jump to conclusions, and I think I might have done that. But it was just I'm usually of the belief of I believe it when I see it, like an official word and all that. But I think I probably got too caught up in it, caught up in the hype or whatever, so to speak, to think, oh, this actually happens. Because if you see what happened on Raw in terms of he didn't show up, and then you get the reports, you try to put two and two together and be like, oh, so that's why she wasn't on. But I got too caught up and I was thinking, oh, okay, this might be the case. I don't know what's going. This might be the case. She might be gone. Then it got brought up. The one thing I was thinking, okay, the reports coming out saying one thing, but let's just see how WWE try to spin it. Will they acknowledge it? Will they mention her? Because usually it's like if you have some kind of like big bust up like this, and someone threatens to quit and all that, they'll try to blacklist them completely. So I was thinking, if they move if they don't acknowledge her, then okay, that could happen. But on the build up to Raw, they kind of acknowledged it. They did. I think they did a YouTube video, a backstage interview where it was Bayley and the Iconics, and it started with Bayley trying to get through to Sasha. So So it kind of planted seeds of, oh, they might have worked us, but I don't really know what's going on. So it's one of those. I'll wait and see what happens. Whether she gets a release, whether she stays away for a couple more weeks, whether she comes back. I'm just gonna wait until the dust settles and then react. But like as of right now, I'm thinking, who is a bad time for all this to happen? But it's just there's a lot of stuff that's coming out that's conflicting everything. So I don't know what to believe.
Another report I read that she and Alexa have legitimate heat with each other.
Well, I got a feeling I heard about that happen like a couple years ago. Like I feel like that's something that's just constant. You know, there's always going to be disruption there.
I don't know what heat they have. I don't know what's going on with the heat.
If there even is heat to begin with.
If there's, like you said, there's no if there's even heat to begin with. I don't know what to think about it. And someone on my Twitter feed said something really interesting regarding the heat regarding Alexa and Sasha. If I can find, okay, I just found it. And this is one of my friends said something. She just has a lot of growing up to do. She needs to squash whatever this jealousy with Bliss is, because life is too short. It honestly reminds me when Melina hated Ashley and Candice, and Melina grew up and they're all friends. And I said, I agreed with it because, you know, eventually, people are gonna grow up. People are gonna move. You know, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here, but there was someone that I knew on Tumblr. It was a Finn fan, and I do not want to say that to piss Dave off, but it was a Finn fan. Eventually, her and I, we had a falling out, a little disagreement with her friend and her friend and her. So obviously it was a disagreement, and eventually, I think Dave sort of remembers the story back over the summer. The friends put me on block, and I put them on block, and you know, we just didn't, you know, get along afterwards. And then on Saturday, I found out that I think it was the 9th. Oh, sorry. Wait, when was WrestleMania? The 7th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 7th. So I found out on Saturday that the person sadly passed away on the 8th. And it sucks because you want to make amends with people, but you don't know how to. You don't know how they react, how they will, you know, react to you. You know, it happened on our show a couple weeks ago where I approved that someone, I gave someone a nod of approval, free promo, and they shitted on me. Okay, that's fine. You wanna call me this? You wanna call me that? Cool. But at the end of the day, you're gonna realize that, oh shit, Megan was a good person. Oh shit, this person was a good person. You know, even though you do have some differences, there is someone behind that keyboard. That person has feelings too. Regardless if you do this and you do that. But going back to Sasha, she needs to put whatever grudge she has with Alexa Bliss behind. That's just my opinion. Now, as for the whole thing, I don't know. I think Sasha needs time to clear her head, clear her mind, and obviously come back, because there's something that I think everyone needs to know. It's their side, your side, and the truth. That's what it all boils down to. At the end of the day, you know, just like, I don't want to mention people by name, but Dave, I know what you're going to say. Just like so-and-so and so-and-so Whenever people have problems with us, or with Dave and I, or me in particular, let it go. Let's work it out. If we don't work it out, fine. We don't gotta be friends. Just chop off the beat. That's the only thing I gotta say. Anything else you want to add, Dave?
Yeah, I'll wait and see what happens with this.
Now, do you have anything to say on my statement?
Not really. I think it's like the thing you brought up. Like I can remember, like a similar case that I went through like a couple years ago. But there's not really anything else I can really say. It's just it's like it's kind of petty to hold on to grudges. Like if you want you want to try to work it out, we can try working it out. If it doesn't work out after that, then fine. We don't have to brood over it for so long, I guess. So I don't know. If it works out, then everybody's better off. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I can really say about that. It's just
I know.
Life is weird sometimes.
Life is weird. Life can throw you a curveball. They can throw you left, right.
They can throw a bus at you.
No. We don't. We're not Regina and Georgia anybody.
I'm not. I know. I just said like it could throw a ball at you or throw like a damn bus at you. It's like it could either be like a smack in the face or I don't know, a steel chair to the back.
I know.
That's all. Right. That's all I meant with that.
Okay, so here we go. What the hell is that called?
Shake up.
Shake up time.
Okay. I guess just to have a quick run through here because there are a lot of changes. What I'll do is I'll run through the shows and then I'll run through all the changes that happened. Because there were some changes that were not I guess in person. Anyway. So we had Raw, started with Shane and Stephanie, and Shane basically just used it to gloat about beating up The Miz and his dad again. So, place your bets on who's going to be the first person to show up to change sides. Nope, it's not R-Truth. It was The Miz. So The Miz shows up, takes out Shane, and bleeds hard way. Somehow.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
And, yeah, so we have our first official change, so Miz is on Raw. So it continues his streak of, I think, 3 shakeups, I think, where he has changed sides. I think it's every shakeup so far since this brand split's happened, he has changed sides. Because I think it was like Raw? I think he started on SmackDown, moved over to Raw, then moved back to SmackDown, and now he's back on Raw.
Yep.
There you go.
And I read that's the end of the Miz versus Shane feud.
It shouldn't continue. I think WrestleMania should have been the end of it. But like, if you just want to get this little bit in, that's fine. But don't do another match about Money in the Bank, please.
That probably will happen. But
it probably will, but shouldn't.
I will not be surprised. So.
Okay. Then we get to the first match, and oh boy. Okay, let's focus in order. Okay. Did I work this in order? Yeah. Ricochet and Aleister Black come out. They're officially on Raw. So, they've finally been given a break. I think this is the first week since they got called up that they only appeared once in a week. They'll be on Raw and SmackDown, they're on one show. Which is good, because I think their bodies need to heal. Or at least be able to take a break and not have like 3 matches a week. Was it 4? Was it 4? Was it 4 last week? Take over WrestleMania, Raw, and SmackDown.
Yes.
They need a break. They were teaming up with Hawkins and Ryder, and going against Revival and War Ray. What? Okay. War Raiders came out, hands in a row, and they are now known as, I believe, Igor and Eric, and known as the Viking Experience. Okay, so they took the War Raiders. Oh, sorry, they took War Machine. They turned them into War Raiders. Fair enough. You know, give it like a little WWE spin. And they turned the War Raiders into a rejected ride for Disney World.
What the hell?
Yeah. Okay. Questions. Okay, there's some questions that came into my mind, and I was trying to make sense of this. Now I can understand. Okay, first off, they're still NXT Tag Champions. They're still NXT. Okay, so still NXT, still called up, still got a name change. I can understand why they wanted to change the name away from War Raiders. Because war, like that's not exactly something you want to promote. You know, that word in itself, you don't want to promote that, which is fine. I totally understand that. But the Viking Experience, like at the very least, you could have just like maybe if you wanted to give them Vikings, you could have called them the Viking Raiders. That could work. Unless that brings back some bad memories from what the Vikings actually did back, like, what, 800 years ago? Whatever. Also, what was wrong with Hanson and Rowe?
I don't know.
Why do you have to change the names again?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It is yet another case of WWE's main roster creative taking something that worked so well in NXT and basically destroying it as soon as they got called up. The War Raiders basically got the Ascension treatment. But it's just a shame. It's the name change overshadowed them getting called up and what they could do what they did in the match, which is a shame. But I did see Mick Foley actually try to make a good case for it, basically saying, you know, something along the lines of, if the internet was around back when he debuted, everybody would have gone crazy about him being called Mankind.
Mankind, Jack, Dude Love.
Well, they're just Mankind. And they said, you know, it's, you know, give it a chance to name. And they also said in the bottom, by the way, Triple H was a stupid name as well. Something like that. So I could give it a chance. You know, will they actually keep it as this? We'll see. I just hope that the name change doesn't lead to a gimmick change or like an attitude change.
Good lord!
Because I did see somebody say because they given the name the Viking Experience, they could very easily turn them into basically the Bushwhackers.
Oh fuck no!
So yeah, please don't do that.
Whose idea was this?
I don't know. I can understand. Thing is, I can understand they wanted to change the name, fine. But I think they say it's like it seemed like it was like Vince just looked at the list of people that are going to be on the show and it's like War Raiders. Like 3 hours before show starts, like, wait, we can't call them that. Quickly, people, think of other names. And it's like the first name that came to my mind is like, yeah, we're going to change it. That's the name. That works because everything I write down works. There you go.
I mean, I knew the theme song, but I'm like, wait a sec, what the hell is this? The theme song I knew because obviously I know that theme song from far away, but I don't know, it was stupid.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just weird. Anyway, also the other thing was, they are a face team on NXT, but in this match they got paired up with the heels.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Well, let's. What was that? What's that?
My stink.
Yeah, don't hear. We don't want to hear stinks.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah. The Revival Vikings win. Balor showed up. Very, very weirdly, the third segment of the show. Wow, he's moving up in places. Okay. Balor shows up and he's going up against the second shake-up change here, Andrade, with Selena Vega.
Okay.
This ought to be interesting.
Well, was this Megan's last time going, "Aw," or "Oh man," on Monday?
No spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers.
No spoilers yet.
Yep. Anyway.
Honestly, this is people like on. Okay, so WWE in a way did get it right with who they think questionable at the end. Well, I kind of understand they did want to put the what the hell is that called? The new people over, but what is leading to a Andrade title shot? Who knows? But honestly, one of Finn's better matches in a couple months. Andrade
is good.
Andrade is good.
I
kind of figured.
No, go on.
I kind of figured Zelina was going to get involved, so obviously that gets a pass. But Andrade is going to get a pass from me. I honestly, I would take a John loss over a Lashley loss for Finn.
No, I'd say I do like Andrade and Zelina. I think that the pair up is good. Like Andrade does the rest look good. Like I'm glad that he's a lot better off than he was when he started NXT as just a bland babyface with a hat.
Yeah.
Selena on his slide is good because okay, fair enough. Andrade English not that great. Like if you watch the ride along, you see, not that great. So having Selena there is a good mouthpiece. I especially like how when he did the promo was like, because they're in Montreal, you're gonna speak them in their language, and Andrade says "Merci" and then speak Spanish. I like that. Them as the duo was good, especially when it's like Selena's a manager that is not afraid to get dirty, and it's like you see it, like she does the Hurricane Rana. I like that. It's it's like when you see like in the big matches she's effective. Especially the one that I keep thinking of was the one during the match where he won the NXT title when he did was it against Drew?
McIntyre.
Was it against McIntyre when she did the Hurricane Rana in the ring and basically not spikes him but plants him into the ring. Mm-hmm. I like that one. That was a good one. That really hurts. So two of them as a pair, I do like it, and I'm kind of hoping he doesn't get lost in the show, and he actually gets, like he wasn't going anywhere at SmackDown. Hopefully, he does better on Raw.
Well, up until Mysterio. As for Finn, would this be the last time? Is Andrade in the title match?
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Andrade wins. Then Elias does a thing. He reminisces over getting attacked by The Undertaker. Goes out to the Canadians. Because Montreal, if you really want to get a heel, you go after the Canadians, especially when they don't make the playoffs. I saw someone say that it was nearly as big as when we went out to Seattle for the Supersonics, but not as high, but getting up.
Supersonics, they nearly caused a fire.
Yeah.
Speaking of Canadian teams, fucking Flames better get their shit together.
At least not the Lightning.
Oh, Oh,
Just saying.
Phil, I do not have to say in this. I will tell him.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm also a disgruntled Blackhawks fan, so there you go. Okay.
I'm raising my hands up.
You've got you've got one on me. At least you made the playoffs. Anyway, Rey Mysterio shows up, so he's Raw now, which is weird because every time I think of Rey Mysterio or the brand split, I always think of him as SmackDown. But okay. Even though I think he was Raw like around 2008, 2009, whatever. They have a beef. Then Lars shows up again, and down goes Rey. There's that. Bobby and Chad Gable show up, and we're about to find. It's like they're gonna have a tag team match. Who are they gonna go against? WWE spoiled it. But ended up being the Usos, which is weird because I also don't think of them as SmackDown. Actually, I think about it. I think if I want to look at this because I remember seeing. You're breathing into the mic, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I'll look this up a little bit, but yeah, the Usos show up. Good because. They need basically a new battleground. So Usos show up and they win. So there's that. Okay, moment of bliss. With moment of bliss with Sami Zayn basically being a big troll. Like he was like, what was he? He was like dancing for like 3 loops of his theme song, or something like that. Like it's like, oh, we're done. Play on music again. Dance again. Sit down. Play on music again. Yeah. And then down.
Who was dancing?
Wasn't Sammy going mad the whole time?
Oh yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. Then it was like, then he goes back on heel. It's like, oh, I love this city. It's the people I don't like. So that's that. So yeah, and apparently he's just trying to get over. You can go to hell. As apparently that's his thing now. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So the Iconics, the other tag team match, you're going against Bayley, and because Sasha's not around. And he's no tag partner, and you got Naomi.
Naomi comes to SmackDown.
Comes to Raw, yeah. Raw. How convenient? The Usos moved to Raw, and so does she. Anyway. I would say we'd be interested to see where we go with this, and we will. Bayley and Naomi win it, so there you go. EC3 is officially on Raw, and to introduce him to being on the Raw roster, he gets chokeslammed through the stage.
Oh!
Come on, that thing's planted. Braun Strowman basically destroys him. So, yeah, good, big thumbs up there for EC3. First we turn you into a mute, and then you can't do a damn thing.
Yep.
Yay! Okay. Then Becky comes out because, well, you have to. Becky go against Ruby Riot Squad. Becky wins, then takes out everybody else. So, yeah, there's your champion, everybody. and weirdly, it's like, I don't know, they did a promo with basically the 3 Boring Musketeers. Corbin McIntyre and Lashley. Well, not boring, but yeah, I like McIntyre. And then it's like, their promo happened, then Natalya comes out, and Becky's still in the ring. Don't they usually leave the ring when the promo's up? That's weird. No consistency. Anyway. Natalya comes in the ring, they cut to an ad break, because that's how it works. So, stand in the ring for 2 minutes awkwardly. They're back and forth. Natalia try to challenge Becky for the title. Then Lacey Evans comes out, and okay, we found her to hey, she can actually do something other than walk, and now hey, she can actually talk too. Wow, surprisingly, a lot of surprises there. Anyway, Lacey comes out, basically cuts everybody off and says, you want to challenge for the title? Nah, actually, I talked to McMahon's and we're going to have a one-on-one match, and winner of that goes for the title. So, okay. So a match happens, and Lacey, fair enough. Press a moonsault to end the match. Hopefully she doesn't, that's a kind of a tricky thing to do, because like one slip and they could all go wrong. But good on the first try.
It looked like she did.
Well, it worked out in the end. Lacey wins, and there you go, number one contender. So now the kind of question is it for one or for both? We'll see.
She said Raw.
Yeah, so it's going to be a case of, are we going to have Becky Lynch pull WWE Money in the Bank? Probably not.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know. But someone needs to cash in on her. I swear to God, Dave. I'm getting really sick and tired of her. Seriously, I am.
It's a gimmick.
What?
That's a thing now. It's supposed to be the loudmouth.
Who?
Becky.
Yeah, well, someone needs to shut her the fuck up before I shut her the fuck up. And that's a promise. Next.
Folks, notice I don't really say anything about Finn, but I get this about Becky.
No, because Finn doesn't say jack dumb shit. Finn, dope. It's dummy or dumbass or dumb fucker, asshole. Can't really say those, but it's dumbass because dumbass is basically called everyone dope on her, on everyone. She's getting on my last nerve. Someone needs to throw her out a window or shut her ass up. This is going too long. Too long with her push. It's getting tiring and boring.
Finn needs to put on some damn clothes. Anyway, next.
Leave that man
next.
alone. All right.
Yeah, you leave the man. You leave the man alone. Thank you very much.
No. Leave that man alone. Finn is leave him. Becky isn't the man. I'm not calling my line to get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
My thoughts exactly back to you. Shit I gotta put up with. Like, yeah, I think Shaq should not get this. Main event.
Fuck Seth Rollins.
AJ Styles appears on SmackDown, or appears on Raw, wins the main event by.
Okay, the only thing that matters was AJ, but still, fuck Seth Rollins. And would this be the last time Megan would care about Raw? Yes. Let's go to SmackDown.
Spoilers!
Oh shit! Spoiler alert.
Okay, I know what to do here. SmackDown, Kevin Owens show, New Day show up, and Big E's injured, so now we got the Big O.
That does not sound right.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right at all. Anyway, basically, Kevin Owens is now an honorary New Day member. I guess what the week, I don't know.
I would say it as soon as we pass that part.
So that's the 6-man tag match. Okay. So, looking at the whole scheme of things, somebody done fucked up.
Who?
So Finn Balor's on SmackDown now. So now Raw's got no mid-card title.
Actually,
Somebody explain that to me.
There was no fuck up here. What happened was Joe was supposed to be at Raw. He wasn't at SmackDown either. From what I've read, Joe is going to Raw and feuded with Braun. The move with Finn taking the Intercontinental title was correct. Joe's actually going to Raw from what I've read. But, you can't fault anyone for being sick. Joe was sick.
Fair, but in that case, if they were going to move Joe to Raw, why didn't they say something? Like, you had probably like 4 or 5 people who got moved to Raw who weren't at the show, so why couldn't they have him do that too?
I don't know. The thing is, I don't want... No, something tells me this has something to do with Fox Sports, because obviously the Intercontinental title has prestige, and who's the Intercontinental title? Intercontinental champion, Finn is. I think this was a move on Fox Sports. For Fox Sports.
We're fine. I can understand. That's the thing. I can understand that there was a flip the titles over, but it's more of a case of they moved one but not the other. So my question is, how are they gonna get themselves out of this? Are you just gonna have Joe show up on Raw and it's like, oh, we forgot to mention this? Is that what it's gonna happen?
Yeah, that could happen. Yeah, I do have a feeling that will happen.
I just still find it weird that they just didn't acknowledge both of them.
But Finn is on SmackDown. Yay!
And now I don't have a reason to watch Tuesdays now.
What?
Hey, if you're willing to give it, you might as well take it. Finn goes against Ali. Ali loses. I still find it weird I don't call myself Ali. WWE their name changes. Also, I will say, going back, see, I probably didn't say this to WrestleMania or whatever, but I feel bad for Ali now, because of circumstances, because he got injured, or got pulled out of the Elimination Chamber match, or whatever it was. We got the Kofi Kingston thing at WrestleMania. So my thought is, if Mustafa stayed in that match, then what was gonna happen? Like, where would he be? Would he have had that match at WrestleMania? Would he have had the moment of the Elimination Chamber? I don't think he would have got the title, but it's that. And now look at him. He's basically being jobbed out. Not necessarily completely jobbed out, but we put him in this big spot in Elimination Chamber, and now he's just losing again.
Yeah.
Also, Finn Balor went one show without appearing in the second segment.
No. He was second.
Yeah. He was third on Raw. He's second on SmackDown. That's what I'm talking about.
Aww. Why are you freaking out?
I believe the one segment of the whole week that didn't either involve a roster change or bleed into a roster change. Actually, no, it did. Actually, never mind. I strike that. Strike that. Carmella versus Charlotte. So we see Charlotte still on SmackDown, still a heel. Good. Charlotte wins because, well, Carmella beat Charlotte like 3 times, so Charlotte gets a win back. 1. R-Truth, R-Truth looks after Carmella, and then Lars shows up again. And apparently he's now on SmackDown. Which is weird. But there you go. I guess you can't have Braun and Lars on the same show, so there you go. Have the same gimmick on 2 different shows, with guys with not a full head of hair and a beard. There you go.
Okay.
Big women's segment highlights was Kairi Sane now called up. Which is weird. But there you go. Have the same gimmick on 2 different shows, with guys with not a full head of hair and a beard. There you go. Big women's segment highlights was Kairi Sane now called up. Which is weird. But there you go. Have the same gimmick on 2 different shows, with guys with not a full head of hair and a beard. That's there you go. paired up with Asuka. And big 8-woman tag where the good guys win. Oh yeah, and Bayley got booed.
Oh.
Sorry for bringing it up again, but I have to for this situation. Apparently, I was reading a report where actually it was. I think it might have been a case. I think it was what Meltzer said, because I don't think it was a case of Montreal not liking Bayley because he was cheered on Raw. I think it was just a case of bad timing, because it was Becky was in the ring, Ember Moon came out, so she's on Raw or she's on SmackDown, and everyone was hyped. Oh, we could get Becky and Ember Moon. Then Bayley interrupts that. People didn't like that. But I don't. If people are upset that this is like a repeat, like, you know, oh, we've seen too much of this, that's not the case with Becky and Bayley. Because if you think about it, for the 4 horsewomen, we have had every different combination of matches with all 4 of those, except this. I don't think we've had a Becky versus Bayley. Or at least in the main roster. We've had it on NXT a couple of times, not as a title thing, but we've had it on SmackDown or NXT. But in terms of like main roster stuff, this is the one we haven't had.
Right.
So, you know, I can understand, you know, people want Becky versus Ember Moon because that would be good, but I don't see what the problem would be with Becky versus Bayley. I wouldn't see that.
Know. No. I don't, because I'll fall asleep.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, good girls win. New Day and Owens against Nakamura, Rusev, and Cesaro, which is weird. No Sheamus. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this might actually be the first time we've had Cesaro on his own since the bar were put together.
That is correct.
Which is still weird. Though the reports are Sheamus is fighting off an injury, so there's that.
Oh.
Well, you know. I think it's more one of those cases of like just build up of injuries. So there you go. New Day and Owens win that. Owens for the center. Then okay. So the whole big talking point for the SmackDown was that with shake-up, Vince McMahon was going to appear on Raw and he's going to appear on SmackDown, and we're going to announce our biggest acquisition in SmackDown history, and they were being hyped up. And here he is in the main event segment, and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, here's the big acquisition, Elias." Hooray! Jeff Jarrett Light. Oh, sorry. Honky Tonk Man Light. Okay, so that was that. And, surprise, surprise, if anyone was actually paying attention, had actually working brain to actually think, oh, who the big acquisition could be, is Roman Reigns. Did anybody not think it was going to be Roman Reigns? I thought it was going to be Roman Reigns. I don't know why anybody else think it would be somebody else. Hey, come on.
I don't know, but he smacked Vince in the face.
Ow.
I thought it was
wait, he's the big dog, so he can get away with it, I guess.
He's the big cat.
Again, a reference no one else gets but me. I just really hope this doesn't turn into another Roman vs. the Authority thing. Because...
I hope.
Yeah, because you know where this could lead.
Yeah, this is not going to be pretty.
I don't think people are ready for Roman Reigns going for the title again.
No.
I don't think they'll be. I don't think they'll ever be ready again. You know, Cancer Survivor or no Cancer Survivor, you know, there's gonna be a subsection of fans that's still gonna see Roman Reigns as a pet project. So, yeah, we'll see. I would be surprised. Actually, I would be surprised if, in one way or another, we don't see Roman Reigns going for the title at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Like, with Kofi as champion or not, they may find a way to take the title off Kofi just to give it to Roman. Like,
oh my God!
get Jinder to come out again and be the transitional champion. They love to have.
Oh no!
I'm just saying. I'm not saying I want it to happen. I'm just saying that could happen.
No, if we gave the fans what we wanted, no, thank you.
If we gave if we gave the fans what they wanted, Roman Reigns would be, well, basically not on the shows anymore.
But okay.
So that was Raw and SmackDown. Okay, now, so that was Raw and SmackDown. We get a quick rundown of the changes. As well, do get your opinion on this. Okay, I'm gonna run down everybody that was on the show, everybody that moved, and I just want to give you opinion on: is the change good? Will they do anything like that? Okay, just get your opinion on it. Okay.
For everyone.
For everybody that moved. Okay, I'll go through the list and I'll show you. Okay.
Okay.
So for Raw, first we have AJ Styles. Go ahead, I'm going one at a time. So AJ Styles.
Okay, so obviously I've seen. I think this was a long. Okay, so little mixed feelings here with this one. Obviously I think everyone wanted to see Finn versus AJ again. That's little mixed feelings here. To be fair, AJ's completed what he did on SmackDown. So obviously give him a new fresh start, and have him go after the Universal title. Maybe along the line we will see Finn versus AJ. Maybe at Survivor Series, who knows? But I think this was a good move. I like I said, mixed feelings, but it sucks because after this Raw, I don't care about Raw anymore. Technically,
it can still happen. Like if Finn keeps the IC title for that long, and well, if maybe they give the US title to AJ. You could have that could be the setup. That could be the setup for Survivor Series. Mid-card title versus mid-card title. That's what he do at Survivor Series.
Good point.
Also, no offense, I don't see Finn going for the title. WWE title.
It could happen. Who knows?
It could, but looking at the rosters, I don't see them having Finn as WWE champion and AJ's Universal champion at the same time.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, like AJ Styles win the title a week before Survivor Series 2 years ago, so he wouldn't see Brock Lesnar versus Jinder.
I would have taken that over anything.
Yeah. Okay, next, The Miz. Mr. Raw.
Someone said this had to do with the USA Network and Miz's TV show. So obviously this could be promotional. Yeah, I think it's promotional.
Cross promotional. Yeah.
Mhm.
Aye. Well, I guess I'll lump them up because I attacked him. Apparently, Ricochet and Aleister Black. They're officially Raw now. I
have no opinion. So obviously they're put it on.
My opinion on this is stop having them as a tag team. Actually, have them be solo guys, especially Black.
Yeah. Mhm.
And also, I'm glad that he just didn't put Ricochet on 205. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The former Raw Raiders, the Viking Experience.
The only thing out there, I hope they don't get lost in the shuffle. I think they will be tag champions out in the bank if they drop the titles, but other than that, I don't have anything else to say. Besides, the name sucks.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they change it again, because they may tweak it, you never know. Andrade and Selena Vega.
Have him cash on Seth Rollins, please, if he wants Money in the Bank. Shoot his MF ass.
Any. I'm talking about them, no Rollins. I'm staying away from Rollins because we doesn't need to be talked about here. Okay, so.
So I think Andrade is gonna have more.
Yeah, hopefully he gets a better run on Raw than he done on SmackDown.
Mhm.
Rey Mysterio.
I have no comment.
Like what's left?
Yeah.
The Usos.
Okay, yeah, they needed to change. They've been dominated on SmackDown again. Like I said regarding the Viking experience. Hopefully they don't get lost in the shuffle.
I don't think they will get lost in the shuffle because of the Usos. It will be a crime to have them lose, be lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
And okay, Naomi.
She needed to change. Obviously she did what she did on SmackDown, so she's good. Even though it's Becky Lynch dominated on SmackDown. Excuse me, Raw.
I'm afraid that she will get lost in the shuffle.
Okay.
So that's the only concern I've got. EC3. That for me it's a big meh, especially when he's being booked.
Let's be honest, he should have never been called up.
Or at least if you're not being called up, at least it's WWE taking something from NXT, bringing it up to the main roster, and immediately changing it. Like, if it worked in NXT, there's a reason why NXT is meant to be developmental. It's meant to get the gimmick over and see if it works. So what's the point of building up a gimmick in NXT if you get called up to the main roster and having background noise when I'm trying to speak? Having a gimmick in NXT, get called up to the main roster, and then having them being changed immediately.
I don't know.
Yeah. Lacey Evans.
Just get the damn title off Becky, please.
And the other two that got drafted but not appearing in the show, even though I think there was some packages. Cedric Alexander on 205.
Again, I don't. I want to wait and see what happens with him.
And the one that's definitely the real head scratcher of the lot, Eric Young. Folks, they broke up Sanity. So they called them up, did absolutely fuck all with them, and broke them up. Great. Good job. Oh yeah, sorry. Brought them up without Nikki Cross, then did nothing with them, then split them up.
They screwed up big time, considering who is now on Raw. SmackDown. They could have done that.
Yeah. Okay, that's Raw. So on SmackDown, first off, because the big acquisition, Roman Reigns. Well, I got a big feeling that SmackDown's gonna tank now because Roman's on the show. I hope not.
What do you mean by tank?
Like, Raw was the Roman Reigns show. I think SmackDown, everyone liked SmackDown because it wasn't Raw. Now that effectively the head of Raw is on SmackDown. So I may, the fan opinion may, fall down on that. I don't know.
Get him away from the Shield. However,
they did.
They did.
Because one's on Raw, one's on SmackDown, and one's leaving. Even though for some reason, actually that's the thing, but even though for some reason we had the big farewell, WrestleMania, it's like Dean Ambrose's last match in WWE, last match on Raw the night after WrestleMania, and then they announced this week that they're doing the Shield special on the network next Sunday. For reasons of getting more money out of the Shield before we can't do it anymore.
Reasons to piss off Megan?
There's plenty of reasons for that already.
Yeah, and eventually, I don't know. Again, I think this is a Fox thing to get a big name. And obviously Roman's a big name, so.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I mean, he's done everything on Raw, so why the hell not?
Yeah. So let everybody get pissed off of what he does to SmackDown instead of having them pissed off of what he does on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Finn Balor. Nothing? No?
No, I got stuff. I was chilling. Well, first off, I'm not gonna say it because I'm still gonna ask safe regardless. But
Yes, he does.
this was a long time coming. Should have happened like last year, but reasons we don't know why.
Reasons. That's all you need to know. Reasons.
No.
But there were reasons. Just we don't know what the reasons are.
Okay. Here's the thing. I like this decision because Finn needed a change because in a Lashley, Corbin, McIntyre, Rollins, now AJ, and Braun and Joe dominated scene, Finn was just sinking. It's a big pond with people who do not need to be at the Force Center half the time. I to this day, I still don't know why they're pushing Corbin, McIntyre, and Lashley when they shouldn't. So I don't know what the hell is that.
They should be pushing McIntyre on his own, not as a meant to be like the new Shield. Like it's if anything, Lashley and Corbin are dragging him down.
This was a bittersweet moment for me on Monday Night Raw. If they're saying if you lose on your last show, possibly your chance you're moving. Honestly, as much as you travel to Monday Night Raw, you get very frustrating half the time. And obviously, with the whole him dropping the title back to Lashley, only to bring the Demon, there's no problem. He has people he can actually go against. Ali was one of them. Who else is there? Kofi, KO, Orton. Who the hell there is on SmackDown that he could go against?
Roman.
Roman, okay, yeah, I said Roman. Nakamura, Rusev, Cesaro, Sheamus, Daniel Bryan.
There's a lot of options.
There's a lot of options that people want to see instead of the same old. So obviously you can reunite the club, the Balor Club, which, to be honest, should be reunited half the time.
Well, you could have had that, but AJ's going over to Raw, and I think Nassau on their way out.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But someone said this could be a way for those two to stay. But obviously, again, like I said with Roman, this could have been a Fox Sports decision where Fox could have won the Intercontinental title and Finn on SmackDown. So this makes tons of sense. Silly me, we can see a New Day versus Finn interaction, New Day and Finn interaction. So I'm actually kind of I'm excited to see what can go from here. Just do not make me regret it. But
don't have him drop the title on Money in the Bank.
What?
Don't have him drop the title on Money in the Bank.
No, let him hold on to the title for the time being because 22 days was the last run. I want to see him at least last for a couple months. He deserves it. So
Elias.
Why is he on?
Why is he still a thing?
I mean, no problem with the Elias. Problem with Elias.
I was just say, am I the only one that's not really that fond of Elias?
I like him.
I'm not. Maybe it's just like I'm not really that fond of musical gimmicks. What?
That's his guitar.
Oh, that sounded nothing like it. Bailey.
I don't want to sound mean or anything, but she makes me cringe.
I think she needs to break away from Sasha, whether whatever happened is true or not. Like not even counting that. She needs to get away from Sasha because I feel like with the two of them together, it's just show. Especially since she got called up, it's basically just the two of them tied together and nothing really happening. Like there was that whole teased feud with the two of them over 6 months, and I was like, we can see, there's gonna be a great feud between the two of them, and it ended up with them being a tag team. So it was a feud that never happened, even though they were building up to it for so long. But I think it's like her and SmackDown could work. It's just it's weird now that if Sasha still stays, we now got to a point where at the start of the brand split, it was Sasha and Charlotte on Raw, further with Bayley adding it coming in later on, and Becky on her own on SmackDown. Now it's Becky, Bayley, and Charlotte on SmackDown, and Sasha's alone one on Raw, if she stays. Which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it goes. Hopefully Bayley does better than on SmackDown than she does on Raw, but I am not too optimistic. Especially with all the others that got called up as well, moving to SmackDown as well, which includes Ember Moon.
Oh, Ember Moon?
Yeah.
Again, like Finn, long time coming.
Though, to be fair, she had injuries, so.
That is, well, okay, yeah, that's true too. But, you know, she has tons of opponents she can work with.
Oh, yeah. Kyrie's name.
I just hope WWE does not fuck up with her.
I did see there was a couple of people that were upset that they didn't call Io Shirai up as well at the same time.
Now, here's the thing. I think Io needs to take the damn title off Shayna.
Yeah, no, it's like I can understand. They need somebody on SmackDown. They need someone on NXT. And I think calling the two of them up at the same time would have been a bit too much. I think Io still needs some time on NXT, and I think she could still be the one to take the title off Shayna. But Kyrie's time on NXT, like she's done everything she can do down there, so she needs to be called up.
Hey, I'm excited for her. I just hope they don't pull like another Asuka.
Which is weird because I pulled pairing up with Asuka. Okay. Lars Sullivan, especially SmackDown. I'm still on the meh side with him because, well, he's basically Braun Strowman light.
Yeah, I don't have any say. I need to see more of him before.
Okay. And announced during the show, also Buddy Murphy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Add him to the list of friends who could go after Intercontinental Champion.
He had the long cruiserweight title reign, so not any more you can do with 205. Okay, now SmackDown had a longer list of people not announced but moved to the show. So so we had Sanity broke up. And now we've got the Riot Squad broke up because SmackDown's now got Liv Morgan.
Oh.
So what are your thoughts on that?
They broke up a sisterhood. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you see you saw the tweets that Liv put up and Sarah Logan also put up as well.
Yeah, Sarah, their run meant more.
It's more sentimental than anything, really.
I don't know what they will do, but it's sad. It's sad. Like I said, I Liv can tear it up with the people. But I think this was a bad decision, in my opinion.
You also got Chad Gable on SmackDown. Give him a proper singles run, please.
Yes. Again, like I said, if you put him in the kind of see, Finn has a lot of options he can go with now. I didn't remember who else was on SmackDown until you mentioned it, but Gable versus Finn, Nakamura versus Finn, Buddy versus Finn. SmackDown. Now I will go at the end.
I like how you turned the Chad Gable thing into a Finn thing again. Anyway. Apollo Crews.
Apollo got moved again?
Apollo got moved again. He's now on SmackDown.
Raw. I think he's sunk with Raw big time. But again, a lot of matches here you can deal with.
Failed name change, and then changed back.
Yeah, because apparently the
yeah, let's not talk about the reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. Because apparently SmackDown needs to get all the women. They now have Mickie James as well.
Again?
Again, yeah. To be fair, when she was on SmackDown, apart from being paired up with Alexa Bliss, she was doing nothing.
Again, look who she can go against.
There's a lot of options there with the women. I mean, what was it? They got Becky if she stays on SmackDown. I don't know, because they never picked a side for it, so I don't know. We'll see what happens when he loses the title. They got Becky, they got Charlotte, they got Bayley, they got Ember, they got Asuka, they got Kyrie, they've got Mandy, they got Sonya, they've got the Iconics. That's a lot there. I get the feeling that for some reason they just threw all the women onto SmackDown. When in a weird way, I think it was more Raw that needed the women. But I don't know. And to finish up the list and to round up all the NXT call-ups, Heavy Machinery is now SmackDown.
Oh God.
Yep. The team that WWE are actually turning into the Bushwhackers.
Jeez.
So yep, that's the whole list. So look at here. A quick rundown. Raw got AJ Styles, The Miz, Ricochet, Aleister Black, the War Raiders, former War Raiders who have Viking experience. Andrade, Selena Vega, Rey Mysterio, The Usos, Naomi, EC3, Lacey Evans, Eric Young, Cedric Alexander. SmackDown got Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, Elias, Bayley, Ember Moon, Kairi Sane, Lars Sullivan, Buddy Murphy, Liv Morgan, Chad Gable, Apollo Crews, Mickie James, and Heavy Machinery. There you go.
Wow. So, now that I'm thinking of it, I think Fox Sports has, I think Fox kind of got what they wanted a little bit.
They needed to, really.
They needed to, because you got a lot of the athletes on Raw, on SmackDown, and I'm hearing reports they want to make SmackDown the best it can.
As they should.
As they should. I think they have the right people for this. And
my only concern with SmackDown is they'll put up 3 hours, which I do not want. I don't think anybody wants that. Raw's 3 hours is bad enough, but I think SmackDown is better as a compact 2-hour show. But if they make it 3 hours, it's basically going to turn into Raw again. Just it's stretched out, because 3 hours is a drag. And to basically have 2 3-hour shows a week with NXT, with 205, and having a 4-hour pay-per-view once every month. It's bad enough as it is. That's having content and that's having too much content.
Yeah, and obviously, Fox Sports, are they moving to FS1?
No, they're moving to Fox, but apparently I think what they're planning on doing is they're going to doing another show on FS1. I heard there was reports that Triple H actually announced it, that they're going to be doing a kind of like Talking Smack like show on FS1 as well.
Okay, so what channel will be Fox Sports?
Well, SmackDown will be on Fox. I think it's going to be on Fox.
Hold on. Because Because when you mention Fox Sports, I think of the sports channel. I'm thinking of FS1.
Yeah. Hang on. I believe it's going straight. I believe it's just going straight to Fox. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not saying Fox Sports. I'm just saying moving to Fox.
Okay, but what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait
Yep.
a second.
WWE's reaching an agreement with Fox to move SmackDown Live from USA Network to Fox.
Okay, wait. Wait a second. Hang on. If I'm reading this right, the Fox Sports Network, FS1. Okay, wait. So, oh fuck. But what channel for Fox? That's what I meant.
The Fox Network.
Fox Network.
It's I believe it's as if they put it's like they're putting Raw on NBC.
Oh, okay.
The actual Fox Network.
But is it going to be FS1?
No, no, it's jeez, no, they're gonna do another show on FS1, but SmackDown's gonna be on Fox.
Okay, but is it Fox 13? Because I'm sorry, Fox 29.
Yeah, well, you know how the networks are ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, right?
Yes.
It's Fox. Like it's not like Raw is on USA, which is owned by NBC.
Okay, I'm confused. Is it Fox? Because my Fox station is Fox 29.
Yeah, that's your affiliate station.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be on that.
Are you sure?
I'd say so. That's all the news I'm seeing here.
Okay, so when the time comes, I will figure out more. Because technically they're still on USA.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Wikipedia here. SmackDown is currently broadcast live on Tuesday nights on USA Network. It will return to over-the-air broadcast television on October 4, 2019, filling the entirety of the Fox Friday night schedule.
Okay, so I'm still confused, but as I said, when the time comes, I will look into it.
Okay.
But I just know it's USA Network right now.
Well, no, the USA Network is not NBC. Well, we've done it. Okay, it's still on USA right now for another 6 months.
Okay.
But there were some other roster changes announced, or at least reported on, not officially, I guess. Yeah, a couple. Apparently, had 2 more resignations. Yeah, Luke Harper, I think it was last night, announced that he had requested his release.
Poor guy.
Which is a shame, like especially when he put up that post leading up to WrestleMania, where he was having that match of Worlds Collide, at the Access show, and that was just aired on Sunday night. And then it was on Monday night, or on Tuesday night, I think it was, he put up a post that he had handed in his release. Or he requested his release. Which is a real shame, because I feel like he was a good tag team hand with Rowan.
Rowan.
And they had a good tag team, and they had a good tag title reign. Also, but the thing is, people also forget that he was actually also IC champion as well.
Yeah.
For a short time. I think he could have been a good mid-card guy, but they never really pushed him. It was like, he got hurt when he had the title, and then when he came back, he was paired up with Rowan again, which is fair enough, you know. But I feel like he just didn't get his fair shake, which is a shame.
As the Hammers.
As the Hammers, yeah, the Hammer Brothers.
Yeah, the Hammer Brothers.
Complete with toilet flush sound effects. Because that's what we need to hear on the internet, more toilets. Yeah, and also into the whole Sanity breakup thing, Alexander Wolf was also apparently asked for his release as well.
No.
There's speculation that he's leaving. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't ask for his release, but apparently he's leaving.
Or that's what we heard.
Which could be saying, well, it may have his contract lapse. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
Yeah. But there's that as well. So we have 2 more departures. But actually, we'll see. With the whole Sandy thing, my question is that, and it may just be because Irish. What happens with Killian Dane here? Because Eric Young, Nikki Cross on her own for women's division, crazy. Eric Young was acknowledged to move on the Raw. Wolf is on his way out, so now Killian's on his own. So, what are you going to do with him? Are you just going to have him be the stereotypical big bad monster heel again? I don't know.
I don't know neither.
Well. Yeah. Yep, so I think that's everything.
Alright, so I guess that wraps up our show for the Untitled podcast. Tune in next week where Dave and I are going to discuss what happened. I think this is going to be our first a quiet week in a while.
We'll see about that. Because there's still a lot of stuff to talk about. Whether this whole Sasha thing again, will the War Raiders get their 4th name? I don't know. Will I'll still get a hell of a lot more flack for what Becky does next week, or will Megan lose consciousness by saying "oh" about 20 times when she watches SmackDown?
Aww.
21.
I can actually go out on Monday night now because I don't care about Raw. SmackDown has my full view. Most of my favorites are on. And that's about it.
You still gotta watch Raw for this, right?
Sadly.
Catch Hulu or something, I don't know. Anyway.
I'll watch Raw for... What?
Huh?
I'll watch Raw for AJ.
There you go.
And hopefully he takes the title soon. I don't know.
Anyway, let's end it there. Come on.
Alrighty, and thank you guys for listening.
Bye.
Bye.